This is NBC 15 News.
An Arctic blast has swept most of the country, bringing with it record-breaking snowfall and freezing temperatures here to the Gulf Coast. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey has declared a state of emergency, and Mobile and Baldwin counties have declared all roads and bridges impassable. We're standing by with team coverage across our area from Mobile to Pensacola. First, though, let's turn to NBC 15's chief meteorologist Thomas Gieboy with the latest on this winter storm. Thomas.
Well, Kim, this is just something that's unbelievable. And when I show you the snow reports, you might not believe it. Saraland right now is up to 8 inches of snow, and I've seen multiple reports around 7 to 8 inches of snow. Even here at NBC 15 Studios, our snowfall is up to 7 inches. But the two ones I want to mainly point out here are Mobile Regional Airport and Pensacola, because those are our two main spots where we keep official records at. Not just daily records, but all-time snow events that might last over 24 hours. The records before going into today were less than 5 inches in Pensacola and was 6 inches at Mobile Regional Airport. Today, Mobile Regional Airport has seen just over half a foot of snow. And these records for both Mobile Regional and Pensacola were set back in the 1800s. So nobody alive has ever seen snow like this along our stretch of the Gulf Coast. This is truly a once-in-a-generation kind of event that has been unfolding. When we look at the satellite and radar, though, you can see that to our northwest, in our northwestern communities, the snow is beginning to taper. We're still seeing some moderate to heavy snow in Mobile. Pretty soon that's going to start to move away. But for areas east of I-65, you still have a couple of hours where you're still going to see the snow continue to fall, where in some spots it's now even approaching half a foot. Like in Pensacola. This is the current view from Pensacola Beach. And normally if you were to look at a view like this, you would just say it's foggy outside. But when you look down to the ground, you can see everything with a blanket of snow. How often can you say that? And here's the current view with our Beau Rivage tower camera looking down close to just as we go over towards Azalea Road, and that snow is still coming down sideways. Our winter storm warning, that's going to continue through 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, most of the snow will exit before that point, but as we go through tonight, the one thing I want to make sure that I hit home, the point to hit home, is that all the slush that's out there right now, with how cold it's going to be, it's likely going to refreeze. Road conditions going to be awful as we go from tonight into tomorrow morning. But on the forecast tracker, you can see those showers working their way away, mostly dry by the overnight. And then the main concern will be the cold, and then obviously our driving conditions. This is the winter storm severity index until 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. And you can see for most spots along and east of I-65, major impacts are expected, but even for inland communities, still expecting moderate impacts. And then for our stretch of the Gulf Coast, anytime you see moderate to major, just stay off the roadways, just because we're not used to dealing with this kind of wintry weather out on our roadways. But again, make sure that you stay off the roads, not only to protect yourself, but also our first responders if they were have to respond to you. But tonight, you also want to make sure that you bundle up and prepare for a hard freeze. And Mobile will drop to 15 degrees, then snow will exit. But with that 15 degrees, wind chill values could be well into the single digits and maybe in a few instances be below zero. Tomorrow, daytime high of 38, and anything that melts tomorrow could refreeze Wednesday night, as temperatures will be dropping back into the teens for a lot of us north of I-10. So we're code red from now through tomorrow morning. And then things will finally begin to get better towards the end of the week. But we'll have the full breakdown on all of this, and we'll talk about what you can expect into this upcoming weekend coming up in your full forecast in a few minutes.
Well, the wintry conditions didn't stop folks from going out in the cold today. NBC 15's Aubrey Spears spent the day in downtown Mobile. She joins us live from Bienville Square. Aubrey, most folks you ran into were just enjoying this rare day.
Yes, I mean, everybody out here, there's some people out here right now over here at Cathedral Square just kind of playing out in the snow. There were some dogs out here just absolutely loving this weather. I mean, you know, with all the snow, there's definitely been a couple snowmen that have been made. I know there were a couple people at the station who wanted to see a snowman, so I wanted to show you this cute little mini one that somebody made earlier today. And then also earlier, we measured the amount of snow that had fallen. That was around about, I want to say 12 this afternoon. We were seeing about 4 inches in some areas, 5 inches, even what looked like 6. So I wanted to show y'all what it's looking like right now in this kind of fresh patch of snow right here. This is hitting 6 inches just right here. And in a couple places I saw a little bit over 6 inches. So definitely a lot of snow over here, and it is still going strong. And you know, the temperatures have definitely dropped. I can feel it. It's gotten quite a bit chillier since we've been out here earlier today. Now that the sun has gone down, and more people are coming out here to just enjoy this cool, fun weather. And there are definitely less cars on the road now. Earlier we saw a lot of people kind of just driving down, but it's definitely slowed down now that the sun has gone down and people are just enjoying the weather. Kim?
All right, Aubrey, thank you. We're going to head on over to the Eastern Shore right now. That's where we find NBC 15's Andrea Ramey. Andrea, even though most places were shut down, you found a spot earlier today that was open for business as usual.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. Waffle House, they're known for being open in extreme weather events, and this certainly is one. Take a look at the snowfall here. We're showing you kind of what our vehicle here looks like. You see the icicles that have formed on the bottom of the car. But yes, they have been open throughout. In fact, you know, their model is to always stay open. So in an extreme weather event, if they're closed, you know it's really bad. We have seen them service first responders, essential workers have been in and out of this establishment, this restaurant today. Essential workers like ALDOT road crews who've been out there battling these icy conditions, trying to improve the road conditions. We've seen them crews working out on Highway 181, which is where we are at right now. We're in the northern fringes of the Daphne city limits where it meets Spanish Fort. We've also seen them working out on Highway 98. The snow has certainly caused major problems for our roadways. We've seen some closures over on Highway 90 in Daphne. They had to close a section down after a couple cars skidded off the roadway. There have been some closures in the north part of the county and even in the south part of Baldwin County. Highway 59 bridge is currently closed. It has been snowing now here for over 8 hours. It has not stopped, and it is still coming down. Visibility is really deteriorating. It's just a blanket of snow out here. And as it's been snowing for hours and hours, we keep checking in to see the accumulation that we're seeing. And right now, we're up to just about 6 inches right here on the northern city limits of Daphne here. I saw a post from one woman who lives maybe just a couple miles north of here. She's showing more like 7 to 8 inches of snow that they are seeing in their neck of the woods. So just a lot of snowfall today, a historic amount of snowfall here in South Alabama, and it is still coming down. Kim?
All right, Andrea, thank you. Now, as blizzard-like conditions impact the coast, travel has been severely limited. NBC 15's Samantha Serban is standing by in Escambia County, Alabama. Samantha, have there been any problems from the weather where you are that you've been able to see?
Yeah, so the fire department and the police department say that traffic has been one of their main concerns as the day has come on. They have been called out to several accidents and several close calls. They say one of the issues as the sun goes down is that, you know, the tow trucks may not be able to make it out to folks, and if conditions worsen, they may not be able to make it out. So they're advising folks to stay off the roads. The snow is continuing to come down here as it has been for over 5 hours since we've been here, and right now it's getting thicker and thicker. You know, when we first got to Atmore just after lunchtime, that snow coming down was really fine, and now you can see it kind of coming sideways almost. It is coming in thicker clumps and accumulating faster on the ground. So like I said, those first responders are asking folks to stay off the road. If you don't have to go anywhere, enjoy this, the beauty of it, from your home. For now, I'm live in Atmore, Samantha Serban.
Great advice, Samantha.